Hey guys, welcome to our first unboxing video here on the Nerd Strike Back. Today we have the Darksaber. I'm already gearing up for Mandalorian Season 3, if you couldn't tell. I am super pumped about that show. And I've kind of wanted this blade for a while. I don't have a lot of lightsabers. I have one lightsaber right now, which is Luke's Return of the Jedi saber, aka the greatest saber of all time. We can debate that in the comments if you want. But I splurged a little bit in the lead up to the Mandalorian and got myself the Darksaber. This is the kind that you can get at like the Disney parks and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna unbox it and make this our first unboxing video here on the new Star Wars channel. And with the sleeve off, I just realized that this is actually kind of like a cardboard material. I just assumed that it was plastic like some of the others. This is the case from my Luke saber, and that is definitely a hard plastic. It's a nice case. I just keep random stuff in it now. But yeah, so a little bit different in terms of the boxing. So let's open this up here, and there it is. The Darksaber. This is kind of a cool version because it comes with like a little mount if you want to display your sabers. I haven't decided how in the Nerd Cave I'm going to display sabers. It's getting pretty crowded with Lord of the Rings stuff, understandably. So we're going to have to get creative. We'll see. Whenever I end up doing my tour of the Nerd Cave video, you guys will be able to check it out and find out where I put my lightsabers. Has that new lightsaber smell? Oh yeah. I have to say, this is a pretty fun one to get because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars Rebels because I watched it with my kiddos and it really helped to dive them deeper into their Star Wars fandom. I had shown them the original 6 films first, but then they discovered Star Wars Rebels and it being a bit more accessible for kiddos, really launched them into their love of Star Wars that they have now. And the next thing that we have in here is the base plate, so you can display it. All right, so there we have the base. It's got these 2 little arms. There we go. An arm on each side. There you go. It kind of has to rest to one side. I'm realizing you can't really balance it in the middle. So it's going to kind of drift to one side or the other, depending on how you want to display it, I guess. All right, and then we open up the second section and we get the blade. Obviously, this is unique to the Darksaber. There's a piece inside here that we just have to pop out so that the blade can go in. And if you're familiar with this line of sabers, they have little sound effects when you put the saber in and out. So there we go. Darksaber has a very distinct sound to it. This is going to be a bigger challenge than normal to not hit stuff. Because it has been ingrained into my mind since the age of 4 that when you get a lightsaber in your hand, you immediately swing it around. And of course we have the piece that would clip on your belt if you have one of the lightsaber belt clips. Now, I don't usually do this for unboxings over on Nerd of the Rings because there's no reason to. But naturally, we've got to turn off the lights and see how this thing looks. There we go. The Darksaber in the dark. Hopefully the camera can pick up a bit of the pulsating effect that it has. I don't know if there's enough room to do anything in here. Maybe a little bit. Oh gosh! Hit the microphone. So I think Luke's is still my favorite. It probably always will be, honestly. because I've loved this lightsaber since the age of like 4 or 5. I can't remember when I first saw Star Wars, but whenever I saw Return of the Jedi, this was my favorite and always has been. So the Darksaber is definitely a bit heavier. I think there are much heavier ones than the Darksaber, but still, really cool blade, very distinct, very unique in the Star Wars universe. Has a lot of importance, especially in the animated series and more recently in The Mandalorian, of course. And because why not, I busted out my kids' like $30 one, I think. We got this on a yard sale, I'm pretty sure. So we can compare the sounds and everything. That can't sound good. All right. So definitely a cleaner sound from the more expensive one. Go figure, right? And the light, much more even. What better excuse to get a toy than to show it off on YouTube, right? All right, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what kind of coverage you'd like to see us do for The Mandalorian Season 3 and Bad Batch Season 2. And all the upcoming Star Wars series and games and stuff like that. What would you like to see? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next time on the Nerd Strike Back. Welcome everyone to Nerd of the Ring. Nope, that's something different. Try again. It's too close. I'm gonna have to start doing these outside. I'm gonna hit my, I'm gonna hit everything with this. I keep hitting the power button. That would be ineffective.